Hey everybody out there, this is Seto Kaiba from your Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat channel, and this week guys, we are going to be doing the top 5 favorite food cards or food items that are Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. So for example, Nectarine Cherry is based off cherries. Mystic Tomato is about tomatoes. So my top 5 favorite food cards in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I try to think outside the box. I try to think of as many of the different food cards, and I try to narrow them down to my top 5 favorite. So after this video, you've seen my top 5. Tell me, what is your number 1 favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and without further ado, we'll get to my top 5. So guys, grab a whole bunch of cookies, or some Girl Scout cookies, which I'll be eating. Or if you want to eat healthy, grab a whole box of clementines or oranges or apples or bananas and sit back and enjoy this top 5 video. So let's go to my number 5 favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Guys. So guys, my number 5 favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! As you can tell, is Doomed Donuts. Now you may be asking yourself, what is Doomed Donuts effect? Doomed Donuts effect is a flip effect, so you have to flip it up. And its effect states that it destroys all monsters on the field that have an original attack or defense of 0. So things like Battling Boxer Glassjaw or Relinquish, if Relinquish has been ritual summoned onto the field. It automatically destroys those cards. The funny thing about Doomed Donuts is it has a big goose egg attack and defense. So it has 0 attack and 0 defense. And it's a level 1 monster. It's just a funny looking artwork. I really like it. And I actually had one guy, believe it or not, I overheard him, and I overheard him a couple years when this card originally came out, and I had to ask him why. He said that Doomed Donuts look like an evil vagina. An evil vagina. I had to stop for a second and just ask him why. And he gave me some weird answer that just has those evil teeth and it just eats everything around it. And I'm just like, you're making no sense here, dude. But it looks like a lot of different things to a lot of different people. I love donuts personally. I love chocolate eclair, those cream-filled donuts that just taste, oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry now. It tastes so good in your mouth. They just melt in your mouth. I mean, I love donuts. But I don't think any police officer wants to eat a doomed donut that looks evil like that. So guys, without further ado, let's go to my number 4 favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Guys. So guys, my number 4 favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Hungry Hamburger. And it's just so hungry, it's going to eat you. It's coming for you. Num 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 num. So, it's a level 6 ritual card that has 2,000 attack and 1850 defense. I've seen somebody actually run this in a ritual spell deck just for fun. It was called a Hungry Hamburger deck, I think. I think M-Code 40 did this a while back. But I've always liked this card. It's an old school ritual from way, way, way back in the day, from like the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh! We actually got it here in the TCG. I think it was in the first or second set ever in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's not a really good, powerful ritual monster because it's only got 2,000 attack and 1850 defense. No really effect to speak of. But it's just a fun card. And believe it or not, Hungry Hamburger is actually a warrior. Yeah, I never would guess that hamburgers were actually warriors. Maybe that hamburger patty is, made out of marauding captain. I don't know. I have no idea why Hungry Hamburger is labeled as a warrior card. Your guess is better than mine. But I love hamburgers. I love turkey burgers. I love deer burgers, or Bambi burgers as I call them. I love any type of hamburger. Put some tomatoes, some lettuce, some cheese, and some good type of hamburger meat and patty, especially when you make homemade hamburgers. Those are the best. Put a good patty on there and just num 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 num. Eat it all up. It tastes so good. And I'm probably making you guys hungry talking about food. And that's probably why you'll stop watching this video. But thank you guys for continuing watching. So Hungry Hamburger looks evil, just like Doomed Donut, but it looks really cool. And I like the artwork. I wish they would come up with some maybe Hungry Hamburger support cards, but I doubt they will ever do that. So guys, let's go to my number 3 favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, guys. So guys, as you can tell, my number 3 favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really not a food card, but more of a pun or a play on word card. Sandwich is a fusion level 6 monster and is a fusion summon between Sangan and Sandwich fusing together through polymerization and making a sandwich. So when you make a sandwich, you always got to remember you have to have a Witch of the Black Forest and a Sangan, and then you can have a sandwich. Yep, remember that next time you make a sandwich now, okay? But Sandwich is a really cute card. It's really cute. They have that little Sangan next to the sandwich. But the sad thing about Sandwich is you can't play Sandwich in regular play now. You only can play Sandwich in traditional format now. You may say, well, why? Can't you use Instant Fusion with Sandwich? No, you can't. Instant Fusion only targets level 1 to level 5 monsters. Sandwich is a level 6. And both Sangan and Witch of the Black Forest are banned. So you can't use King of the Swamp as a substitute. There was pretty much no real way I could personally think of to make a Sandwich fusion card. So it's pretty much a card that you can no longer use because other cards have become banned. But Sangan is a 21 attack and 18 defense. It's a fusion card. And I just like it because even though it's not a food card, it's really cool. And I do love sandwiches. I love roast beef, ham sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, grilled cheese sandwiches. There's a whole bunch of different sandwiches out there I love to enjoy. But guys, let's go on now to my number 2 favorite food card, and we say goodbye to Sandwich because we can't really play him in real life no more. So guys, let's go to my number 2 favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. So guys, as you can tell, my number 2 favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Marshmallow. Yes, I have loved Marshmallow for the longest time. People may forget that at one point in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! This card was considered too broken and was actually limited to 1. So, what is Marshmallow's effect? I think many of you guys know Marshmallow's effect, but I'll just read it to you anyways. The controller of a monster that attacks this face-down card takes 1,000 damage. After damage calculation. This card can't be destroyed by battle. Damage calculation is applied normally. So it can't be destroyed by battle, and when it's flipped face up, your opponent takes 1,000 damage if they attack this monster. So this card is very useful. I love using it in my Herald deck, my Herald of Perfection, my Exceed deck, and my Burn deck. This card is actually very fun, and I think it's really cute. If you guys remember ever seeing this card on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Show, that smiling upside down face became I think when Marshmallow opened his mouth, was like smiling, it had like these mean, like razor sharp teeth that were about to eat you up. It was like really weird. But Marshmallow has 300 attack and 500 defense. Not that really strong. It's mostly used for stalling purposes. But I love marshmallows. Don't you? You know, roasting marshmallows over an open fire, or making s'mores with marshmallow. You know, marshmallow, just please don't get mad at me. But yeah, I love making s'mores with marshmallows, and I love just having marshmallows in general, or marshmallows and hot chocolate. Just tastes so good. So that is why Marshmallow is my number 2 favorite card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Guys. He just looks so cute, and I don't know if he would taste good, but I know marshmallows taste good. But guys, let's go to my number 1 favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. So guys, as you can tell, my number 1 favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Queen Tiramisu. Yes. I think she's probably one of the best XYZ boss monsters in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! She's amazing. She looks so good, and one of the reasons why I made this top 5 list is because of the fact that I love cooking, I love baking, I love doing stuff like that, if you guys don't know. I just love cooking food and stuff like that, and I could have made this entire list, you know, Madolche monsters, but I just decided to choose the number 1 best Madolche monster out there, and that's the Madolche boss monster, the queen herself, Queen Tiramisu. I'm going to read off the effect for you guys that do not know her effect. She's 2 level 4 Madolche monsters. She's a fairy, level 4, and she states, once per turn you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, then target up to 2 Madolche cards in your graveyard. Shuffle those cards into your deck, then shuffle cards your opponent controls into the deck, up to the number of Madolche cards returned. If you guys don't know, I love playing with my Madolche deck. It's one of my favorite decks. They look so cute, they look so amazing, and I could just eat them right up. Literally. But I love my Dolce cards, and she's my number one favorite food card. And if you guys have ever had tiramisu, you will understand why. It's a very amazing dish, and I've actually, well, not I haven't, but my aunt has made it for me before, and it just tastes so amazing. So I love tiramisu. She's my number one food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. So guys, tell me now, what is your number one favorite food card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh? Until next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and I'll see you guys next time. Seto Kaiba, I'm out of here, guys.